So who's this random person that just comes in and likes the video and doesn't even say anything? Okay. Oop, shoot. Hmm. Oh, what the? Oh no. So this is a 3D printed whirlwind. It looks pretty cool. I'll say there's pretty large gaps because of how it's put together. These two pieces are goes to the well, you can see the center right there. There's a cutoff, and then there's this piece that goes just to the top part. You can kind of see that line right there, which actually includes this part too. So it's this big piece right here. And then there's this back piece right here, which is just this top square right here. Then there's this back piece. The cool thing and then there's the doors because this is modular to be a Predator tank too, so you can have the one where it actually sticks out and has the sponsons, or a flat end for like the Whirlwind or the Rhino. And these two I printed, and you can actually it's magnetic, so they have not that hole, but there's another hole that's kind of right. I can't really see it, but it's there. And amazingly, it fits these random metal pieces that I had, magnets that I had there. So it's like perfect, 5 by 2 mil, I believe it was, and it just fits perfectly on there. I'm like, well, that works out great. Because obviously it's going to be kind of too high. Let's see if it fall. No. It's going to be too tall to put in my little case. At the very least, if I can remove that, I think that will fit fine. I don't think that's going to stick out too far. So with that being magnetic, it's nice. And plus, it's not heavy. It's not pewter. I kind of got a head start on painting it because I want to finish it tonight. I hope to finish it tonight. I doubt I will, but I hope to. I doubt I will, but I hope to. If I don't drop my if I don't drop my paintbrush, obviously. There we go. All right. I got. Let's see if I can get this. I kind of get the idea. I don't know about these gigantic gaps here, though. Yeah, you can see it right there. I don't know. I think I might not. I'm gonna print another one anyway. See if I can't maybe do a little bit better job at shaving off the supports and stuff. Or maybe better yet, maybe use the unsupported file and have the software itself do the supports. It might be able to do the supports better than the pre-supported files. So I think I need to, I do need to delete this because it's not flowing as good as it should. Oopsie, may have put too much liquid there, or too much of the flow aid there. Yep, way too much of the liquid. Let me add some non-diluted Ultramarines blue from Gauche. Yep, there we go. I need a lot of paint anyway, so there we go. Mix non-gauche with gauche and with massive flow aid. So hopefully this is the right mixture here. I guess I might also announce this throughout the stream that I won't be streaming tomorrow because there's a tournament going on tomorrow. And I gotta go to sleep early because I gotta get up early for it. That's looking pretty good. I was trying to 3D print this thing again, and it kept failing for some odd reason. Even with my, well, I come to realize that one of my, um, the print bed was like super smooth. It's a brand new one. I need to rough it up, otherwise it won't. The models don't stick to it, or the 3D print won't stick to it. So I come to that realization. But even then, the old one, which I always have stuck to, somehow wasn't sticking to it either. So I just ended up turning off my 3D printer, unplugging the USB, and then plugging it back in, and now it's printing fine. So I don't know if I have to do that every time or not, but I might have to, just to ensure that the print succeeds. I don't mind. It's gonna be a very blue tank, especially that front part. If I can get all the blue done, let it dry, then get all the black and the gunmetal, and not sure what else other colors I'm gonna put on here. Blue, black, and gunmetal. So a lot of these holes here are very much like very light color. I don't like that. So definitely next time I need to clean. I said I need to clean it better, but the problem is that I love the clear resin, but at the same time it's so hard to see where there are um, like supports and stuff because everything's clear. So it's so difficult to remove. It's so difficult to remove supports when you can't see them very well. Best thing to do is just to go ahead and you know, cure them. Go ahead and fully cure it. And then after it's been fully cured, to remove it. Hey, what's up, Francois? The reason why clear resin's so good, though, on top of that, is the sheer fact that if there's a failed print, which happened like 3 times just now, well, not just now, but today, I can see all the way to the bottom. So I can see where the failed resin is at, and I can see if it's been cleared or not. So there is in between resin that's like good and not difficult. And those are colored resin that are clear. So like I don't know if I have it anymore, but there's a green like translucent resin. It's not obviously it's not clear like these clear, but it's green so that it actually has color and it actually will block some light. So you can see the shadings, or should I say the supports and stuff a lot easier. And you can still see all the way to the bottom because again, it's not completely clear. You can shine a light and it will block some of the light, so it'll be darker than the rest of the clear resin. Same thing with the clear too. If there's a little bit of a stack, you can kind of see it, so it's not too bad. But again, with the supports though, once you got it out, especially after you wash it, it's going to be hard to see the supports. I'll say if you're a just about got my Wraithite base coated and standing, trying to decide what I'm going to do for the base. Wraith Knight. Oh, definitely. I don't know, man. I wonder if I bought some more Knight stuff by the way, because the my Manufactory sale's about to go off, and I bought some Knight stuff and I bought some Inceptors because I think I might run two. They're really really good for jumping from behind and just taking over in objectives. Especially if my opponent doesn't expect me to jump back there, which I think some do. If they do, then they're holding some units back, and I can push the middle. If they're not, and they're pushing forward, then I can jump back and steal the objective, their home objective. Especially with that 3-inch dive move that they have. I can drop one on turn 2, and try to cause a threat and destroy whatever's on their home objective. And then turn 3, um, hopefully drop the second group right on top of the objective or somewhere else, depending on how movements go. Maybe I should figure out which one I want to paint black, which one I don't want to paint black, so I don't triple coat it. Primer, light blue, dark blue, and then black. Oh, do you have it up on your YouTube channel? Take a look at it. Look, they're not gonna know unless they know your YouTube channel, and they're not gonna know unless you say this is my, competition preview. If you just put up a model up there, they're just gonna think that's just a random model that you just done. But I wouldn't post it now that you said that, because they probably will know that, your next model, that next model up there is that. Like, did you know that this is my competition model that I'm posting right here that I'm painting? You wouldn't have known had I not said anything. So who's the competition though? Like, is it like multiple people or just like another person? Maybe I will do that black. But if you're familiar with my Lamenter, hmm. Well, when do you gonna present it? Let me know when you actually show it on the channel so I can take a look at it. I mean, I know whenever I actually go to my channel, it actually goes to the home screen and shows a lot of your stuff there. I think I'll do black around that. Man, I need some dubstep music. End of the month is the deadline for entry. Oh, good lord, you got a long ways to go. Jesus. I mean, have you started him? Is he finished? I'm guessing it's finished, huh? Oh, just about finished. Good lord. You are way, way ahead then. Okay, I'm about to stop this music. That is a little too... Need some beats. Need someone to drop the bass. I'm not saying this is any better, but it can be closer. Whew. Is that the only thing that you did the non-metallic metallic metal on? I'm assuming you did it to all of his body. Or anywhere that's obviously needed. I'd do those just black. It's turning out pretty good so far. And then the little bit lighter area around here to be black as well. Gotta make sure I don't touch this. Let that dry. It was a bad. I'm hoping to get this model mostly done tonight. I'm kind of putting a little bit of a rush to it. Yeah, because it's just because I'm running a whirlwind in my army, so I'm hoping to get this done so I can use this one instead of the other one, even though the other one's not painted. So so either way, I would not have a painted whirlwind if I don't get this one done. I definitely gotta do a better job of 3D printing this thing for the next iteration. Such big gaps right here, and even though I kind of pushed it down, I think it's because of the supports, and I couldn't really see the supports because the resin I use is clear, which is good in a lot of cases, but bad in another case, which is the supports. Adam, Magnus did no wrong, or 1 million models? 'Cause I think it's been a minute. Okay. I think last I saw, I think Thousand Suns aren't doing that great. They nerfed the living crap out of them. I think Magnus is probably like one of the most expensive Primarchs. Don't remember how many points he is though. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they're doing like really great, then I suppose so. But the problem is that, when one army gets nerfed, obviously someone's going to take that spot. Right. Oop, gotta do the front. Which I might do black anyway. No. Put this in blue. Let's see the butt now. Hmm. So I can't remember. Have you played? In case you're wondering about when I'm getting them. So I have the room. Ah. So how are you gonna paint them though? Are you gonna do like the half assembly, or are you going to fully assemble, then base coat and paint them? Well, the good thing about being fully assembled is the sheer fact that you can at least play them too while you're painting them, you know? Got to make sure that the ones that you're painting are the ones that you want. And also, you know, what's the it'd be nice to paint and play at the same time. Or well, not at the same time, but you know, the same moments, I suppose. Hmm. Alright. Subassembly is king. I mean, I can get the attraction to that. I just don't want to. That's a lot of work. I'll say that is good for like character models and stuff. Absolutely, I think it can be worth it for that for sure. But not for every single model. No, that's gonna take way too much time. We'll see this. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing is, no, sub-assembly doesn't necessarily mean that you don't assemble anything, at least from my understanding, or how I would do it. So, for example, if this is kind of a sub-assembly for me right here, let me grab the model. Here. So this is Farsight. To me, this is sub-assembly because he's not fully assembled and all the parts are easily accessed. If I put the sword and the arms, it might get in the way, but this is about the closest I can assemble him before things starts getting in the way. So I stop at that point, and then I just have to make sure I tape off the areas where glue's going to go so that I'm not gluing to the paint. So to me, this is sub-assembly. Now, there could be other people who take it like super far, which will be like, you know, individual pieces are never glued. You know, where it's like literally individual pieces and then they assemble it all together at one time. It all depends, you know. I'm not sure what true subassembly is, but to me that's my subassembly. So technically speaking, this whirlwind is subassembly in my book because well, to a degree because the top is not glued to the bottom, but I mean sorry, the top portion is not glued to that part. So not really subassembly, but at the same time subassembly because not everything is glued together, and I will not glue this to the top anyway because it's actually magnetic. So that's how I would interpret subassembly or how I would do subassembly. Whether that's, you know, the genuine definition of it or not, I don't know. But that's how I would do it. Like kind of like with this sub-assembly too to a degree, except I kind of screwed up. Well, actually I didn't do this part yet. So it's kind of hard to get in there and paint. You can see the undercoat of this is not painted. I glued this on there because I don't really care, honestly. I just want to get majority of it painted and it looks good enough. I did do the bottom part because it's kind of hard to paint underneath the grab plates. So I didn't do the grab plates yet, and I have to paint and assemble the grab plates and paint them in such a way, and then fully assemble the rest of it. They paint them on the sprue and Judos and Thursday. I was actually thinking about that because I hate whenever I was assembling and painting them. I was like, man, I wish I could just spray paint it on a sprue. It'd be so much easier. I could just hang it up on like a clothes hanger and then spray paint it. It'd be so much easier. But my biggest thing is that I don't know, maybe it's something from the olden days, but I don't like to glue paint on paint. Oh, jeez. Whew. Okay. Getting closer and closer. So I was looking around for some of my older colors, like my Liquitex cadmium yellow light hue. Cadmium apparently is very, very bad for you. Instead of my cadmium free yellow light. Well, that thing's almost empty. Which token book? Lord of the Rings? The Hobbit? Have you started already? What song is this? I see how I never made it towards the end of this song. Did you read The Hobbit though? Like The Hobbit first, there's the first book, I'm assuming, huh? Ah, Haven't read any of the books. I like what the one comedian justified. He said the movie's a lot quicker, and I can move on about my life. So I was like, you know what? He's right. I'll watch the movie instead of reading the books, and then I can move on about my life. Don't get me wrong, like, if you want to read the original, absolutely go for it, I just, I'd like to just enjoy it, and that's about it. I mean, that's what it's meant for, really. People enjoy things differently. Some people like to paint their models with the sub-assembly, and some do not. Some people want to waste time, some people don't. Some people want to do things right, and some people don't. Sub-assembly was not like original though. Obviously, the original was to fully assemble a model and paint it. I think you have to talk to modelers, because they were probably the OG in modeling and stuff. Couldn't tell you what came first. But I wouldn't doubt it's probably fully assembling the model and then painting it. And then someone realizing, so you know what, there's an easier way to do this. Crazy to get into those weird spots. Alright. Oh boy. I wouldn't push anyone to read Hobbit. I'm gonna watch Doom, not read the book. I haven't even started the movies on those things. Just don't have enough time. How do you feel about people with audiobooks? Hey, look, audiobook is like reading the book, but someone else reading it for you. It's the same as reading the book, but you're not reading it. You still get the same experience, kind of. Can someone who listened to an audiobook claim to have read the book? These are important questions to ask. Well, actually, it's pretty easy. But just like there's a button where you can go back 30 seconds or go forward 30 seconds. Not but I get what you're saying though. I do sometimes like to me I like listening to audiobooks on a ride when I'm driving instead of listening to music. But sometimes I focus too much on the road, which I'm supposed to, and then I have to rewind back. All right, this is actually looking pretty good. It looks very like comic booky. I guess that's the right word for it. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I was like, oh man, I don't know where I was at. Just let's start all over the chapter. As a matter of fact, that's what I did with this other book. Although I haven't played it in a little bit, and that's the reason why. All right, now it's for other colors, but I gotta wait until it dries. Let's see if we can get. Ooh, that is really wet. I'm reading Dune beside too. So is it Dune for sci-fi? I will say this though, Adam. I wouldn't use those books to compare things up to. I wouldn't do that at all. I think you'll ruin it, Adam. I think you will ruin it. That's a little bit better. Just to see inspirations, that's fine. You know, every D&D. I mean, it's kind of if you're gonna start comparing whether it's good or not, that's gonna be a bit of a disappointment on a lot of things. When you can enjoy most things for what they are, as they are, and all that, I think you'll have a better time with that, rather than seeing if they match up to classics and stuff, you know. Probably should start using a fine brush instead of this destroyed, ruined one. So what movie? We have Dune for sci-fi. We have Lord of the Rings for fantasy. What do we have for found footage as the determination whether something's good? Blair Witch? Ooh, I haven't heard about that one. I mean, I remember when Blair Witch was first like announced and stuff. Dude, they did a good job at making it seem like it was real. Props to those guys. Yeah, their marketing was on point. I wonder how many people came out of that theater disappointed though. You know, it's like, oh my god, this looks so real. Come on, I was like, what the fuck, man? What did we just not watch? Whoa. Probably should look that up. Just see what the story is behind it. I wonder if I watched a documentary on, I think I did, on Blair Witch and just like how really, really good they did on the marketing side of that thing. And I don't know if I've heard Cannibal, what is it? Cannibal Holocaust. I might have heard something like that because I think that kind of brought up a little bit of a memory of something where it's like that to prove that the actors weren't, you know, offed. Ooh. Ooh. Well, they didn't have what you call it back in the day. Not PETA, but well, I guess it might have been PETA. But PETA can be a little bit crazy though. If what I heard is true, or what I've seen is true and heard, I suppose. Yeah. Oh man, getting closer and closer. Next is gunmetal. I think. Well, I do need some black on that top part actually. So it's not just purely. I need to get the fine toothbrush. Fine brush. Hold on, let me get my toothbrush real quick. I'm printing another chassis. I might do, I don't know, oh, the Demolisher cannon, that's what I'm going to do next. Yeah, because I want to get the Vindicator. I mean, D6 plus 3 shot blast that can shoot in close combat, strength 14, AP 3 damage, D6. Come on now. 24-inch range, however, but what can you do? Boom, that looks so cool. Definitely gotta make sure to paint those things correctly. As a matter of fact, let's do that. We're gonna have. Hey, what's up, Think? We're gonna have red, obviously. I think green. Oh, jeez. Green. Try this yellow. Alright. You like my whirlwind, man? Yeah, saw this. I had to get it. Replace my old whirlwind. Hmm. Alright, last thing I want to do to it, it's, I gotta try to finish it tonight, hopefully, is the gunmetal. almost dropped it. Might as well just paint the bottom, even though it's not going to get seen. Oop. Whew. Getting closer and closer. Whew. So I think I'm about to varnish it tomorrow. Let me actually do one thing real quick. Just to finish this little tiny thing. Hopefully I get a game in tomorrow, today actually. I need to practice my army, otherwise I'm going at kind of blind. Well, not really blind, but somewhat blind. There we go. Looking good. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna call it almost 2 hours. I just gotta varnish this up as soon as it's done drying. That way at least the paint that it has on it is protected. And then kind of do a little bit of finish, touch-up painting. Anyways, got to call it right here. I try to stream every day around 4 to 4:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I try to stream for at least an hour to paint all my stuff. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down, and below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.